I'm going to show you how to turn this into this. There's a custom car that I made to make it look like the car hit the wall head on and the front bumper was like pushed in. I accomplished that pretty well to where the bumper is like pushed in. There's some scratches down the side to make it look like it scraped the wall. And this tire is like all cut. That's why it doesn't have the Goodyear on it. So we have, I'm going to shove this one off to the side. We have this 1/64 scale car, and I'm going to experiment on some 1/87th. I think they're 1/87 scale. If I believe that they are. I've never done the 1/87th. I've only done the 1/64 scale. But we're going to try it out. This one I don't. This one I have an extra one of. So we're going to wreck this one last. We're going to do from this side to this side. So we're going to start with Truex. Now this one, I don't know how well it'll work out because it's smaller. I'm going to take my little cutters here and basically bend this quarter panel out. So, oh yeah, it's going to be hard. Yeah, this is going to be hard. Basically, all you need to do is get a good grip on it. Bend it. It's working somewhat. Okay, so it's bent out, as you can kind of see. It's kind of damaged. Now what we're going to do to make it a little proper is we're going to take our screwdriver. It could be a flathead or a Phillips head. I have both, but this one's like chipped, so it doesn't want to work. You're just going to take it and just scrape like some of the logos. You're just going to scrape it to make it look like scratches. And then it's going to look like that. You could do as much as you want, but for this one, I'm just going to do a little bit. Okay, so that's that. Now, we're not done with this car yet. We're going to do a little front bumperage. Also, for this, for the scratches, I just showed you what I did. I took the screwdriver, just shaved it. This, I took the screwdriver and like shaved off the Goodyear and stuff, and then I took a saw and like cut it up. This, I used a hammer and I used a plier and bent it. But this, I can't find the plier, so I'm just using cutters. So really, you can do as much as you want to these die casts, but I'm just gonna take a pair of tweezers, see if that'll work for a little bit. No, it doesn't seem to work. It's best if you have like a plier. And you have to be like really strong to pull out the like to bend it. It's a real pain because it's metal. So there's the quarter panels. You can see it's bent out. Now again, I'm just gonna take the screwdriver and shave off some of the labels. Maybe I'll turn this around. Yeah, I'm gonna turn all this around, so just give me 2 seconds. Okay, that's gonna be a lot easier. Let's get my screwdriver back here. Take the car. And we're just like scraping the logos. Get that gas gauge completely off. So then there's your quarter panel. Now the rest of the car is pretty much fine, but you can do whatever you want to it. But yeah, I'm not gonna do that. Now you can actually, you know what I will do is I'll put like a little wheel well, a little circle. Right there. So it looks like a car like doored into it and left a wheel mark. That's really, I'm gonna leave this one for now. If I get any more ideas, I'll do that. But for now, this is all we're gonna do. The quarter panel smashed up and the wheel indent. And it actually like indented it. It's not like just scratched, it's like dented. Focus, come on. Yeah, it's like dented in there. And we could take this tire and just shave it off for. Zooming in for right there. Now the tires are the worst ones. They're so annoying. Now, for this, you don't want to make it like too obvious. You just want to shave off just a little bit, not all of it. I made that mistake with the one I showed you in the beginning. So there, you could still kind of see. All right, let me zoom out again. You could still kind of see the yellowish part of it. Yeah. Now I'm just gonna take this and just go like this. Take it, put it in there, and spin the wheel. That'll scratch it up. And you gotta jar it back and forth. Okay. And now when you look at it, it's all like dinged up. So this one's good. That one's messed up. So we did the quarter panel, the wheel, and the wheel indent. That's all for the Truex for right now. Put this one off to the side. Sorry about hitting the camera. I just killed somebody. And we'll go on to Paul Menard. For this one, I'm basically going to do what I did to this. Push in the bumper, but minus the scratches. So yeah, this one, for the scratches, I just do this. Take it and just rub it wrong alongside. You could do it on the quarter panel, on the bumper, on the hood, on the roof, whatever you want to do. For this one, you're going to need the hammer. I'm going to have to zoom out to see this. And just, I'm going to shake the camera a lot. So what I'm going to do is move to the floor. My camera is really sideways. There we go. I have the car here. Ow, that hurt. Now, you always want to be careful while hitting with the hammer. Now hit this in. Now, it doesn't do a lot, as you can kind of tell. It just scratched it up a little bit. So then if that happens, you're going to take your pliers, or cutters in this case, and just push down as hard as you can. I would put the car on the ground. See, that just really scratched it up. It's alright. This, you're going to want to squeeze as tight as you can, like on the bumper or on the nose. Put the car firmly on the ground, and I just screwed it up. It's hard to do with the cutters. Okay, this is not gonna work. This is not gonna work without pliers. Also, these are metal, so they're really tough. I kind of bent it in a little bit, so maybe I'll only try it this way. Hit the top of the at the front of the car, so where it goes down. Oops, car slipped away. Okay, so this one I'll have to do some work on. Let's move it back to the top. Back to on the couch. Yeah, so that one really didn't work with the bending in of the nose. We'll come back to this one later. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna shave. Where's my plier? Here it is. Take this wheel, basically just cut it. Now this you could use cutters for. There we go. That was a one snip Timmy. So now that tire is just basically gone. Now as you can see, it's still connected to the axle, but it really won't spin. See, it's still kind of on the axle. The axle is still on the tire, but it's really weak because it's cut halfway down the middle. So the tire could come off any second. Now we're just going to take that and just put, like, not a lot, not like as much as the Harvick lines, but just put a few lines down the 21. As you can see, that shaves, like, the paint off. This one's going to take a lot because it's got, like, 3 coats of paint on. So there you go. You got the tire, the front nosed up, messed up, and the 21 screwed up. So now we got the quarter panel, the wheel well, and the tire. This one's got the tire, the front, and the side. I'll have to mess with the front, with the pliers. See, this one, the tire's, like, messed up, but that one's, I took the chassis off and bent the axle. This one you saw, I didn't bend the chassis. And this one, you can take the tire if you cut it and change, like, the position to whatever you want or wherever you want. So that's that one. Now we'll go on to the one car. I have a lot of shavings on my couch right now. This one, we'll keep it kind of simple. We'll bash. This one we could just cut in the back. Okay, you know, these things are hard to do. So that just put a nice little dent in the thing. Now we'll just take the hammer and just... Yeah, sorry, it's shaking the camera so much. It's not going to really do anything with the hammer. So maybe if we take the screwdriver, there's a little bit of a slit right here. Wedge the screwdriver. Now, if you're gonna try to do the wedge thing, you gotta get a flat head screwdriver. Now push that in there. Okay, that didn't work. Now these are like first tests, so I have no clue what I'm doing. Here goes the car. Car ran away from me. Okay. Hold on. This car is running away from me. Okay, so this one is just a little bit of a scrapage, so we'll just scrape this off. Scrape. We could do also So you've seen like the stop motions I do with the 187s. They're like small tracks, and they have walls all around. Like, so that's supposed to simulate like the scratches. The scratch is supposed to be like it hit the wall or something. Now you only want to do the wheel is when like a car comes up and puts the wheel like exactly on where that spot is and leaves that spot. That's what that does. I keep the 187s like kind of simple. And this we can do. Let's do the same thing we did with Truex. We could bend out a quarter panel. Actually, no, for this one we'll bend in a quarter panel. How about that? Actually, no, we'll just take it and go sideways. I think I'm hitting the tire right now. I'm just gonna move it over. So we'll take this, twist it. And there you go. That's an easier way to bend out a quarter panel. And that time, that really bent out. That's like really bent out. And now I'm just gonna take the corner. Same thing I did with the Truex and just scrape the quarter panel. Hold on. I gotta take this off frame so I can see what I'm doing. And there you go. So these two didn't work out. The 21 and the 1 didn't really work out how I wanted them to. But you know what? It's good enough for right now. Now, let's go on to the 48. And I have doubles. If you're gonna do this, make sure if you're gonna do like stop motions and shit, make sure you have like a double for another car that's exactly the same. This one was messed up, so I had to buy another one. These ones are like in those stupid like bags, so I get those. Okay, this one we're basically just gonna cut a tire down. Hold on, I just want to make sure this is the better one. So I have a better Joey Logano one that has like Goodyear on the wheels. This one doesn't. So this one we're just gonna cut the tire. I gotta turn it so it's in frame. Alright, so we're just gonna take a nice snip at the tire. Alright. So now the tire's got a cut in it, as you see right there. Now we're gonna go over to the other side, take a cut out of it. Okay. Now we'll turn it down, take another cut right there. And now the tire like broke. So now the tire is like, it's like half a tire. So that's what you want to look. And then this is the other half of the tire. And then this is some more of the tire. Focus. And then this is some more of the tire. So this one you just gotta cut tire. And now that should be way easier for you to bend the bumper in. So you're just gonna take this just like you did with the 1, twist it. I'm twisting it in. These things are tough, I tell you. So I'm gonna bend it out. There you go. So that's bent out. Take this one, twist it. That's not gonna do anything. Now you take this one, twist it. And now that's just bent. There you go. That's another one down. These are like easy ones. You don't have to go crazy like this one. This one was just my first one. I've seen videos look like this, so I tried that. And now this one's gonna pay me to do it because I love Logano. This one we're gonna cut I think I just want to scrape some of it. Keep in mind, I'm going to use all these, most of them in stop motions. So this one, we're just going to take it and scrape it down the side, and that's it. Alright, so there you go. Scrape down the side. This side, we're going to do another wheel. This one, you want to make sure it's like deep so you can see it. Okay, this one didn't come out as well. It's okay. So then it looks like that, kind of. And then you could do some more scrapes. Ouch. Okay, so now that you've done your scrapes and your wheel, just so that your wheel sticks out, just go over it. You want to make sure you have that like clear shine to the wheel. So that's that. I'll have to do some more upgrades to these ones. I have so many shavings on my couch. Okay, and now the last one is this one. This is a 1/64 scale. So this one's a little bit bigger. Again, I'm going to keep it simple. I'm not going to go all out like this one. So this one, I'm just going to bend the quarter panel again. Now this one should be easier to get into the quarter panel because it's bigger. So I can reach in there and just bend this out. So that's bent. Or you can bend it in, doesn't matter. And then I'm just going to take the front and bend it in. Or cut it off, okay. No, I bent it in. So it's very barely bent it in, but it's bent in. Now this one I'm going to cut the tire. Cut it there. Cut it. It's hard to get it around. There. And then that should be it. And then you're done. I mean, you could do some more. Like, I'm probably going to scrape some side. Alright, and then I'm going to scrape. Now, you would have to have a real pair of pliers to get that front in, like how I tried to do it on the 21. But that tire, I think, made up for it, so that's pretty much it for these diecasts. I gotta shave my couch down because now I have freaking car shavings on my couch. And then tire. Actually, no, to the Jimmy Johnson one, I'm just gonna bend the quarter panel. Just so it doesn't look like. There you go. And then rip this off. So this is part of the bumper. Get rid of that. So now that's cut off. That's bent out. You can bend this back in or cut it off. It doesn't matter. So I just bent that back in. You got a cut tire on this one, a bent out quarter panel. Okay. That's that. This one, you just have scratches down the side. A wheel well. You know, let's just cut a tire just for good measure. Let's do one cut. So I'll do two cuts. Do another cut. Okay, it's really not cutting. There we go. So this one's got two cuts on the tire. This one's got scratched up bumper. You know, let me scratch that up a little more. Let's scratch up at the big one. Okay, that's not doing anything. I am cutting myself doing this crap, and it hurts. So make sure that you, like, brace yourself to be cut. Okay, so this one's got a scratched up bumper and a bent quarter panel, and I think it had a cut tire. No, maybe not. Okay, and this one has the wheel well and the quarter panel. And does it have a tire? No. And this one, that's it. This one's got the cut tire, the scratches, the bent out quarter panel. And then this one I did before. It's got the bastion bumper, the scratches, and the tire. Actually, I'm going to cut this tire in the back. Shave it, kind of. That's what I tried to do. Alright, so there you go. Now this tire is pretty much like unrollable. But that's okay. So that's it for the custom diecast video. If you haven't checked out my recent video where I said I will be back in Daytona for the Daytona 500 again next year, for the 65th running of the Daytona 500 in 2023, that is February 19th. All the information is on the video, so go check that out, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.